Hey guys, it's Markel here. Welcome back to the NR2003 series here for race 19 at New Hampshire, or Loudon like it is in real life, I think. Or no, it's New Hampshire now. But in Loudon, New Hampshire. Your points, Randy, new points leader after the last race, is now 10 points ahead of Tristen. Brandon's within 28 points with no wins, so they both have a win. He doesn't. Been most consistent three all year, and then we have a huge jump in points to the fourth and fifth, who are really close, 106 and 108 points back, and then you have another huge jump from Ben in fifth to Kyle in sixth. And don't forget, Josh is actually, sorry, the top four are close. Josh has, how long is? Josh is third in points, 23 back, so your top four are close. And then, like I said, whatchamacallit, fifth and sixth, and then you gotta jump back to Kyle and Dylan, who are seventh and eighth, and then it's actually pretty close from there. And then of course Jacob all the way in last with 406 points back, as we're gonna get here into New Hampshire.
Drivers, to your cars.
Looks like Tristen's on. Oh, what the fuck? Yep, Tristen on pole.
Drivers, to your cars.
I'm surprised it keeps giving like around the same people every time. So Tristen gets his second pole here. Alright, sorry. I want to make sure that was going. 16 seconds. Tristen on pole, Kyle second, Adam third, Markel fourth, Troy starts fifth, Malenko sixth, Elijah seventh, eighth, Dylan ninth, John, and Emerson starts 10th. And then the rest of the field.
Drivers, start your engines!
And starting last today looks to be Dustin. And the rest of the field. Goes up to Tristen, who is the race leader. Let's see how New Hampshire goes. We're 150 laps here today. We just passed halfway on the season last week of 18 to 36. And this is race 19. We're now into the second half of the season here at New Hampshire. Will anyone start making a move towards the top of the points and close, some of the hundreds of points that some of the people are back? You got the top four within 20, I think it was 28 points. What will everybody be able to do here? We don't know, but we'll see what will happen. We're green here at New Hampshire. Tristen gets a good start off the line. Second place in points. It's the pole today. So that should be up there. Adam in the second. Kyle third. Troy fourth. This track actually might feel would have good racing today. Adam looking to try and make a move on Tristen here. Doesn't get there though, quite yet. Kyle still looking for his first win too. They're in third. Adam looking for his second and to close the points gap that he has right now of 104, I think. 106, sorry. And Ben behind him is also 107, who's in the 17 car, who doesn't look to be in the top 10 right now. Still under green at the moment, looking to see if Adam's going to be able to get around Tristen here. If he can get the run off, maybe he'll be able to. Doesn't look like it though. Kyle though goes way high. Troy might get underneath him. Malenko though works his way up into 5th. Back here it is still pretty crowded. As for everyone else, Ben back to last, and Randy, your points leader, second to last. That's a Brandon, 11th. Looking to get into the top 10 still. So a lot of side-by-side back here. Brandon works his way into the top 10 underneath Emerson and Elijah. That'll put Brandon up to 9th. And still a lot of side-by-side in the back. As Ben still fighting for that last place. Adam almost overdrove it into that corner. Looks like he's trying to get underneath Tristen here possibly. I was hoping he would make a move, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Kyle keeps going way too high, and that looks to give Troy maybe the position. I think Emerson hold on to the top 10. Top 10 are all single file. Then you get back to 11th and 12th, and everybody side by side. Especially here in the back. Dustin now to last. Oh, Adam does get underneath Tristen here. Adam's going to take the race lead if he can make it stick. Coming off, I don't even know where I think it's coming off a 2 down the back straightaway. They're still side by side. Tristan's probably going to go way too high here. Adam's going to get the position, or not. Tristen tries to stick it into 3 and 4. Adam's going to head the lead at the line. Kyle's going to get the position in Tristen. This is going to help Adam gain points if they can have Tristen and Randy, who's all the way in the back, fall back. Troy needs to get to the inside if he can. It's Kyle, though, going for second here on Tristen. Malenko, though, might get the position on Troy. It looks like he will, unless they get the run off the high side. Looks like that's what Tristan's going to get. Kyle's still technically down there. But Tristen clears. Malenko, though, I think does get 4th on Troy. Showing that Dodge will win a race this year. Hasn't yet. His counterpart in the other Dodge, Luis, has not shown really that, which sucks. Adam trying to pull away. Malenko still on the inside of Troy here for 5th place. Or for 4th place, sorry. Dylan right behind him. Looks like the high line actually works this week a little bit. Tristen, though, getting passed again by Kyle. They're trying to get passed by Kyle again. Or sorry, Kyle trying to pass Tristen again. Lord almighty, I can't speak for shit. This is going to let Adam pull away a little bit more as they're going side by side. Will Kyle be able to get the move done? Does not look like it yet. Tristen gets that huge run off the high side down on the backstretch going into 3 and 4. Will Kyle be able to clear him coming off of 4? Doesn't look like it. Troy, though, trying to follow Kyle underneath Tristen to get the position. Malenko losing 5th to Dylan right now in 6th. Kyle almost had it that time. It looks like he'll get it this time. Will Troy be able to get around Tristen too? Troy's not going to be side by side with him. As we go to the front, Kyle has to chase down Adam now as these two are fighting for 3rd. Looks like Troy might be able to get it here. Not quite clear yet. Doesn't look like Tristen had that good of an exit that time. Troy does get into third. Malenko, though, somehow got around Dylan, and he's going to look underneath Tristen. Will Malenko be able to get the lead? Or not the lead, sorry. Will Malenko be able to get fourth here from Tristen? Or will Tristen have to run on the high side? Looks like maybe Tristen's run up there a little too long and his tires are starting to wear. Malenko's going to get there in fifth. Kyle has caught Adam now. Tristen going to lose another spot here to Dylan, maybe Emerson too. Brandon also looking to pass him, as Brandon's looking to possibly take the lead in points this week. Because Randy's way in the back. Well, not the fastest lap, sorry. Randy in the 41's third to last. Kyle's there on Adam. Hasn't made a move yet. This Dylan is still trying to get around Tristen with everybody else behind them. Still green here on lap 15 of 150. I'm going to assume they're going to probably go 20 to 25 laps in gas. That's just a guess. Dylan looks like he will clear him this time. And he does get there. Kyle still hasn't made a move on Adam. Actually, Dylan did not clear him yet. Brandon gets put 3 wide behind them. Dylan looks like he does get around Tristen this time with Emerson right in the back bumper, but Tristen dives it down on the inside, or on the high side, sorry, trying to stick it still. Dylan should be able to clear him this time, and he does finally. Kyle's right there on Adam as Troy's getting backed up into them. There's Kyle's getting backed up into Troy and Malenko now. Kyle got loose there. Maybe Troy's going to try to make a move at Kyle. As we go back a little bit. Emerson also now going underneath Tristen. Tristen just falling back. One of the most consistent cars all year with the 44 and 41. Maybe. It looks like he'll be able to slot in here underneath Brandon. It does not. He cannot slot in front of Brandon. Back here, it's a lot of racing. Dustin back to last again. Kyle still has not made a move. Malenko, though, making a move for third. Trying to get around Troy. Remember, pit stops are definitely going to shake things up more likely. Seems to always happen. Malenko doesn't get there, though. Everybody decides to single file out back here, as it looks like Tristen does slot into 7th. Adam leading a lot of laps again, trying to get his second win on the year. Getting those bonus points and stuff. Malenko looking for that first elusive win. Actually, the 3 behind Adam all are. The 9 of Kyle, the 11 of Troy, who was last allowed of the season this year in points, has now, I think up to 18th or 15th, something like that. Malenko, also top 10 in points. I think he's 9th. Trying to get his first win still in the year. Kyle, 6th in points, I think, or 7th in points, trying to get his first win on the year. Kyle, 7th, Malenko, 9th in points. Brandon, though, the 44, only other one in the top 10, and 4th in points when they'll win. Though, Emerson and Tristen looking to go underneath Dylan here. Emerson looking to take 5th place. Every time this 36 car seems to not get involved in a wreck, he's always there in the top 5, top 10. Just had a very, very unlucky year this year. Compared to some of these guys behind him, like the 40 and 44, who have had, spectacular years. Emerson's one of the guys who has the most DNFs, just not the year he wanted. Top four pulling away though. They're all 2.3 seconds ahead of fifth. Emerson trying to make it so he has the clean air to go up there and catch him. Though Tristen dives down to the inside of Dylan here. Doesn't get there though. Randy and Ben don't need these days that they are having to be able to close the gap of points. As we go to the front pack, Kyle still has not been able to get around Adam. Well, we're almost lap 25, so maybe they can go a lot longer than I thought on gas here. Looks like Emerson, Dylan, and Tristen maybe finally got single fouled, start pulling away to trying to catch up to the leaders. The group behind them is about maybe half a second back now with Zach going underneath Brandon here. And Josh, who's also in the top 4 in points. 44.95 need to go catch that 40 car before he retakes the points lead from the 41 who's all the way here in the back. The leader in points right now, 22nd, now 23rd after Ben passes him. Malenko trying again on Troy. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen though. Troy gets that run off the high side. Malenko just falls back in the lane. Kyle still no move on Adam here for the race lead, but staying with him through all of this. Emerson might be catching them now. I think he is. 2.8 or 2.1 back. Lap 27. No pit stops as of yet from what I know. Still a lot of jostling up here in the back. Mostly single file though now. Dustin way in the back by himself. Nobody's out of the race. Fastest lap, Devin in the 88. Actually, sorry, now Malenko in the 12. We're running their fastest laps here right now. Malenko seems to have a really fast car. Adam is not up there in the top 10 fastest cars. Kyle is not either. Troy is, though, in 5th. Emerson lost time that time. Markel getting passed for 12th. John's going to take 12th from him. And a lot more battling going into the turn down here. Coming to lap 30 this time and still no pit stops. Gal still has not been able to get the run off the corner to pass Adam yet. Like Adam did to Tristen and sent Tristen back. No one else has been able to do that. And I think pit stops have started in the back. Or Malenko did. So we're going to watch these guys compared to where Malenko comes out. Malenko looked to be the first one out of them to pit. Looks like Troy decides to stay out. We're going to see where he comes out. Follow him through the pit stops this time. I don't think we've had to follow Troy because he hasn't been up here much. Troy, though, looking to make this a good race. Or is he going to run out of gas like a lot of people have before? Doesn't look like he will, though. So it's going to be anywhere from 25 to 32 people will pit lap-wise. So I'm going to say every 30 laps or so. So around 60 is when we'll see it next. Troy pits, Landen pits behind him, who's up there in the back. We'll see where Troy comes out. And 3 wide on the pit road, though. Some of those guys that have already pitted got in the Troy's way there a little bit. So wait to see what Troy, where he comes out. Probably filling it full of gas right now. Coming off of pit road now. How far behind the 12 or whoever it was that pit? Maybe not. Maybe Troy comes out the leader here. And I think that's exactly what happened. Troy has now come out the leader. It looks like by a long shot too. We're going to let everything cycle around this time, and then we'll go through the field. And it looks like Adam is still second. Troy first. Oops. Seconds between Malenko and Adam. We're looking for second and third there. Fourth, Emerson. He gained a couple spots. Fifth, Dylan. Sixth, Zach. Seventh, Landen. Eighth, Brandon. Ninth, Kyle. And Dustin, who was last, is now going to be fighting for a top 10 position. As for everyone in the top of the points, the 95 is 11th. Tristen's now 15th. Randy made up a little bit, but not much, but he's 17th. Ben 24th, 25th, Larry right now. As Troy is leading. This is going to be a great day for Adam on points if he can keep it up there. Same for Malenko and Dylan, who are also in the top 10. As they have caught Troy now. Who's probably still on a little bit colder tires. Malenko probably on the warmest tires, so that's why he's getting around Troy right now. Malenko dives down to the inside and 1 and 2. Is that 1 and 2? Yeah, off of 1 and 2, coming off of 2. He's trying to get under, no, get the runner off from Troy. And it looks like he will. Adam looks like he's also going to do that on Troy. Malenko though to the race lead here. Adam looking to get third here. Or second here from Troy. And Troy's going to fall back to third now. Adam to second. Malenko to first. Emerson fourth. Dylan out of this race with a blown engine. Was running fifth. And he might cause a caution. Maybe not. That was close. But Dylan running fifth. Going to DNF here from blowing up. We'll see in a second what it was. Emerson fourth. Fifth now, Brandon. A good points day for him. He might take the points lead. Zach sixth. Seventh, Landen eighth. Kyle ninth. Dustin, who was running last in the first part of this race. 8th and 10th. Tristen trying to get to that top 10 position. Probably will pass Randy in points, but Brandon might pass both of them. We'll see what Dylan's out for in a little bit. Malenko, though, trying to hold off Adam here for the race lead. As Troy falls back a little bit, still there in third. Any new fastest laps? Still Malenko up there. And as for Dylan, a camshaft issue takes him out of this race. Tenth is now Nathan got around. No, he's been in front of Tristen. Sorry, Tristen though trying to look away for a way around him. Markel 15th. Battle right now for 16th is for Josh, trying to keep hold of that position over John. Or Dan trying to get a position in John here. Adam though right on the bumper of Malenko. Diving down to the inside, didn't get there though. Malenko drifts up the track a bit. Troy still hanging in there right behind them. Adam lost a little bit there. Falling back now. As Nathan going underneath Dustin here for 9th. That might give Tristen 10th. They're going to be stacked up all back here now. Still a three-way battle for the lead as they're 1.9 ahead of Emerson, who's all by himself on the track. I think no matter where these top three pit, they'll probably still come out third when we get to around lap 160. Or around lap 60, sorry, not 160. Adam looking again underneath Malenko. Malenko not giving any inch. Not giving him the bottom line like he wants. Will he make a move into one? Or he does not. Brandon looked like Zach tried on him. Didn't get there though. Tristen does get to the top 10 as Dustin gets stuck on the high side still. Randy, your points leader, trying to make up ground, but is not doing well. Larry needs a better day too, but he's not having that. He may go a lap down. As the top three are all bunched back up now. Fastest lap to the 88 of Devin. And he's not even top 10 right now. Emerson lost time there. He's now 2 seconds back. Adam maybe has a run here off of 2. Does not though. Malenko drifted up a bit. Ben going underneath his brother Dan as they are fighting for 18th. Adam goes way too high there. Tried to get around Malenko, but it didn't work. For Emerson though, lost more time. Brandon holding on to that 5th spot and needs it for a good points day to gain some points on the leader. Really no battles going on except for back in the pack. Beck got around his brother Luis, now trying to get around him for 20th. Larry really slow for some reason. Adam though looking down to the inside of Malenko here in the 3 and 4. Doesn't get there but almost hits him. Adam knows he has the faster car. Malenko showing that he can get a win. Here on lap 50 we should be pitting with the next 10 laps. Emerson sent a message. Whoops. Alright, now back to the race there. Troy's falling off a bit as Malenko and Adam really are starting, and Troy's still there. I thought he fell off a bit. Emerson's still falling back, same with these guys. As Tristen though trying to get 9th from Nathan. Going down to the inside. But looks like Nathan will get the run off the top. Will they be able to stick it? Nathan's still holding in there strong in the high side. Cody maybe trying to go around the outside of Tristen. Still a lot of battles here in the back. Adam's still right in the rear bumper of Malenko. These three having a decent battle. Tristen gonna try again here on Nathan. Doesn't look like it. A lot of battles in the very back. Adam looking, peeking again. Almost got there, but didn't get there enough. Malenko stuck it down into the corner again. Seems like they're really bogged down there. Tristen though getting passed by Cody, who won last week, trying to get into the top 10 here. Doesn't get there though. Pit stops in around 5 laps are definitely going to shake this thing up. Will Adam get the run before they get to the pit stops? Or is Malenko going to pit first? Again. Because we know that's what he did last time. We should be pitting here within the next 3 to 4 laps. For Troy, he'll probably be the last one to pit again. Oh, I'm looking at how the fuel's going. If it is every 30 laps, they're gonna have to. Maybe it'll be a fuel strategy to the end of 150. If they end up pitting around 120. Tristen right now looks like he held on to 10. He did. Nobody pit that time. We're coming to lap 59 here. If pit stops start, it'll be this lap with Malenko. Probably. Or the next lap. Whatever. Nope. No pit stop yet. But Troy almost got underneath Adam there. Coming off of 4, or going into 3, sorry, off of 4. Troy looking again. Doesn't get there. We're on lap 60. And 30 laps basically since their last pit stop now. I think Malenko's finally pitting. Same with Adam. Oops. Troy does stay out. Yep. 30 laps, like I said. Lap 90 should be the next time we should see it, possibly. It's been pretty quick 38 minutes of a race so far. When we hit lap 75, we'll be halfway. Troy stays out another lap, though. It's gonna put Markel a lap down, who has damage. For some reason. Maybe something in the pit lane. I'm not gonna look at it. Yep, Troy looks to be the last on the pit, other than maybe like Elijah and Landen. Troy pits this time, though. Here on coming to lap 63. Where will he come out in comparison to Adam and Malenko? Will anybody catch up to them? There's Randy, your points leader, and Josh, who's fourth. Or third, sorry. Brandon's fourth. Looks like Tristen lost some positions there. From what I can tell on track. Yep, no yellows. Nobody else out of the race, but I think Markel and a couple others are lapped down now. I think something happened on pit road. And now they were fixing damage. Troy comes out first again. I think that's Malenko there in second. I'll wait for it to go through this time. Alright. Yep, Troy first. Malenko second. Third, Emerson. Fourth, Adam. Fifth, Brandon. Sixth, Landen. Seventh, Zach. Eighth will be Dustin. Ninth. Tristen fell back to 14th. Randy still hasn't made anything up. Markel fell back to 24th. I think is a lap down. Yep, I think something happened on pit road to him. Malenko, it's there on Troy. Malenko's tires are warmed up compared to Troy's. Malenko goes down to the inside of Troy here, going to 3 and 4. Malenko looks like he'll get the run. Has the warmer tires right now. Troy's tire is still a little bit colder. Malenko looks like he will get the run off the corner. It does get the position in Troy. Up into P1. Do we have a yellow? We do. What for? Well, I didn't think we were getting a yellow this race, but never mind. How long have they been on for? There, okay, so what happened? Another phantom yellow. Nice. Just, you know, NASCAR thought it was too boring. It looks like Troy, though, got right back around Malenko because of it. Oh wait, they pit. Wait, who's your leader now? Oh my god, it's Jacob. 3 pit stops that I did not watch right there. Looks like Jacob's not going to be your leader. We're going to go through the points here. Randy took the points lead after the last race in the 41. He is now 10 points ahead of Tristen. Tristen lost the points lead. The next couple positions all stayed the same. So Josh, Brandon, Adam, and Ben still 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Kyle got plus 5 spots that last race up into 7th place. Dylan stayed in 8th. Malenko got up in 9th, was 10th, and Nathan lost 3. Landen lost 2. Cody, after his win, jumped up to 13th in points plus 6. Larry lost 3. John plus 2. Markel also lost 3. Elijah plus 1. Devin plus 1. Emerson plus 1. Dustin lost 5 races. Or 5 spots, not races, sorry. Zach plus 1. Dan plus 1. David in 24th lost 2. And Jacob stayed in last. Jacob, though, who's last, is now leading this race. 406 points back, though, so he needs this. Brandon, who's now all of a sudden second, with damage on his right side, apparently. I assume that's all coming from pit road, because I didn't see no wreck. Your leaders all day. Malenko is 10th. Adam got pushed back to 20th. Troy pushed back to 15th. Malenko's in the best position to maybe get back to the front. Brandon, this is looking good for him. If his car ain't too damaged out of nowhere. Markel, we know he has front end damage. I assume that happened on pit road. So if we go green here at 70, I'm going to say 70. We're going to be in a lap 100, they'll be pitting. Then 130, and then that's to the end. So 2 more pit stops, if I counted right. Jacob, though, race leader. Starts on the outside of Markel, though, who pretty sure has major damage on the car. Nobody else is out of the race. Coming off the floor here, we're green. Landen dives down to the inside of Brandon there. Jacob needs to get the run on the high side to get around Markel, and he is. He'll take the race lead. Brandon does look to have the speed. So I think it's just a glitch maybe on that car. Jacob, though, leading some laps here after being the only person to not really have led a lot of laps in the last couple of races, and he has only 10 laps led in the season. Now he's leading a couple here. Is Brandon second, though, right behind him. Dustin third after losing so many points positions last time. Cody making another good run. Nobody's able to get around Markel unless they go to the high side. Landen looking to go down to the inside here. Malenko's going to get held up by the 42 now. This big gaggle of cars back here. All the way down to Tristen, who fell to 21st. Jacob, though, looking to get, have some kind of spark in his season. Here into the second half. Brandon just looking to take the points lead. Why the fuck? Damn it. Dustin third, Zach fourth, Brandon fifth. Or not Brandon, Cody fifth. Sixth, Landen. Seventh, Emerson. Eighth, Elijah. Ninth, Josh. And 10th, Randy. Your points leader has entered the top 10. Malenko and Troy, who are fighting for the lead all race, along with Adam, all are now out of the top 10. Malenko trying to hold on to at least 11th. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. Troy's going to get around him. Malenko had probably one of the best cars all day long. He's been stuck now back here into 11th position. Or 12th position. Adam gotten stuck all the way back into 20th. Malenko looks like he almost hit the wall there. Pit stops, we'll see what happens there though. Only get to lap 100. So I think that's when they'll be pitting. Zach though got down to the inside of Dustin there. He's gonna pick up 3rd place if he can keep it stick. It looks like Cody got around Landen there. They both might get around Dustin if Cody can get the run. It looks like Cody will be able to. Zach trying to get a better, race going after he started off strongly this season and fell, bad through the, middle part of the first half. Cody's still looking to get it too. Emerson, don't know why he was on the high side. Because he was just behind Landen. I guess he's just trying to go to the outside of him. I don't think that's going to work though. That's going to give Elijah the spot underneath him. We'll go back to the pack. Malenko looking underneath Troy. These two maybe think if they have good pit stops, they can get back up there. Troy will probably be the last on the pit if he kept it going the way he was. Brandon doesn't get there on Jacob, but Zach might get there on Brandon. Tristen passed Adam. Zach going for P2 here on Brandon. I don't think he's going to get it though. Jacob though still continuing to lead laps here now. Just me, I feel like this race is pretty slow. Brandon gonna get the run here on Jacob. Doesn't look like he will. Zach though look to try to get underneath Brandon again. Malenko underneath Troy. Malenko trying to show he can get back through the pack to the lead. Malenko does get around Troy, trying to get underneath Randy here now too. Trying to show that Dodge can get back up there to the lead. Zach looked like he tried something. Now he's going to be stuck on the high side too. Cody dives down to the inside of him. Malenko is going to get Randy now. That'll put him back up into the top 10. Oh, we had a yellow and Tristen. Looks like he was involved. Come on. Just gets turned by the 88. Or pushed into the corner. And Devin's going to hit the wall hard too. They went nearly 3 wide at the line. This might help Malenko as he got up into the top 10 there at the end of that. I guess we'll watch Malenko's pit stop. Doesn't look like Tristan's out, but he definitely got involved in it with the 88 of Devin. A lot of people coming out in front of Malenko. Malenko had a horrible pit stop. Your leader, now Cody, who won last week. I might have to go talk to my mom real quick, guys. So I'm probably just gonna let it sit in one cart. I'm gonna probably let it sit. I was gonna say Cody, but I kind of wanna let it sit in Malenko. But we'll let it sit on your previous week's winner, Cody. For if the restart comes, I'll be right back. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm back, guys. Sorry, it's about quarantine stuff and whatever going here at home. Cody, though, looks to have held on to the lead. Dustin in the second. Brandon still in the top three. Zach fourth. Fifth is Jacob. Sixth, Elijah. Seventh, Landen. Eighth, Josh. Malenko looking to maybe take that. In ninth, Larry, who was running last almost all race in the beginning, 10th. Adam back up to, I think it's 11th now. And then you got like 3 wide back here with Markel, the slow car. Tristen, who I thought got spun, apparently has a decent car. And last right now, Devin, who also was involved in that wreck. Dustin looks like he's trying to get there, and he was also running last early on in the race before the first pit stop. And Dustin dives down to the inside of Cody here in the 1 and 2, trying to take the race lead. Into 3 and 4, will Dustin be able to keep it, stick it down in there, push Cody high and be able to keep it, get the run out the corner? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. I think Cody's going to get the run off and keep the lead. Or not. Dustin's still there. No, not. Fuck. There it is. Dustin still side by side with Cody. Brandon also trying to get around the outside of that. Feeling that might be the better line right now, which I don't think it is. This one's going to back everybody up. Malenko still trying to work his way through the field to get back up here. After dominating this race in the early half with Adam. And Troy, who was there in third. Still green at the moment. Dustin, I think, might get clear this time by. Maybe not. But I think, yeah, Dustin got clear finally. Brandon, though, also down to the inside of Cody. But nope. Looks like Cody almost hit Dustin into there. We have a huge gaggle of cars now. All the way back to 10th with Adam. Larry lost the top 10 now. Adam trying to get back up to where Malenko is. Malenko trying to find a way around Josh still. No passes for the lead at the moment. Markel really slow, of course. Tristen back here with all this going on. Randy, I don't know where. Randy's back to 23rd. Last car running at the moment. On the lead lap. Not a good points there for him. Brandon gets underneath Cody here for second place. Trying to show he can, keep on contending for the points lead. Down in 3 and 4, Brandon tries to keep it there. Trying to keep it so he can get around Cody. As Dustin pulls away a little bit now, as they're still side by side. They're about half a second back now from Dustin. Brandon might get clear of Cody this time. I think he's going to need one more corner to do it. Malenko looks like he got around Josh. He did. He's right there on the back bumper of Elijah as they're all battling in front of him. He might get around Landen. If Elijah gets around him, Landen might fall back in another spot. As Dustin continues to pull away. Brandon still has yet to get fully clear of Cody. I think he's got it this time. And he does. And he does. Maybe not. Brandon checked up too much into that corner. Malenko is going to get around Landen. Brandon finally gets clear of Cody. Now he has to chase down Dustin. If he can. As we go back to see what's going on with Malenko, who was the previous race leader before these two cautions, the Phantom caution and an actual caution. We looked, when that yellow came out, there was nobody spun. So it made no sense. Malenko needs to stay on the inside to have any chance to keep on moving through the field. Looks like he might get to Jacob. Zach, though, looking for third. And Cody doesn't get there, though. Malenko trying to get around Jacob now. That'll put him up to 6th. If he can get there. Side by side down the back straightaway. Brandon reeling in Dustin now. This looks like it'll put Malenko up to 6th. Trying to get back to that top 5. Rallying him back here. And same with Adam right behind him. Both rallying him back to the front. Adam now back up to 7th around Jacob. Troy still working his way. Malenko now needs to find a way around Elijah. Brandon looks like he's caught Dustin now. Single file all the way back to 8th. Still green. Emerson looks like he'll be back into the top 10 now. Tristen trying to get up to 16th, but John trying to go to the outside of him. Dylan's still the only one out. Markel still the only one a lap down. Depends on when they pit if they will make it to the end. All they have to do is get to 120. And they'll be able to make it to the end. Elijah and Malenko seem to be closing back up to the front. Malenko, though, goes high. Hopefully he can get back in front of Adam, because that's not going to help his case of getting back to the front. And he does. He gets back to the bottom. Or he should. Because Adam didn't get there. Cody, though, down to the inside of Brandon for second. Doesn't look like Cody's there. Actually, he might be. Zach also went high there. Elijah might get underneath him. This might help Malenko. Malenko, though, gets pushed to the high side from Adam. Just gonna let Dustin pull away again. If we can get to pit stops, it'll be anyone's race from there. Still green. I'll look at that after the race. Malenko Malenko's got pushed to the high side now. If he can keep it in front of Jacob, he might be okay, but Adam needs to get around him now. Dustin pulled out way far ahead now as they all keep trying to go side by side. This is not helping their case to catch back up to Dustin at all. Dustin's now 7/10 of a second ahead. A lot of good racing going on this race, just nobody taking the advantage. They're trying to get single file and get up to the leader and have a chance for the win. Brandon pits out of nowhere. So we're going to see when Dustin pits. So they did not get to where I thought they would for pitting. So they might be pitting around lap 140 now. Or if anybody can stretch it to the end. 40 laps is a big stretch. But we saw Troy earlier on going as far as he could. Looks like Dustin's pitting this time. Cody stays out. We'll stay with him. Malenko also stays out. Same with Zach. Whoever's the last one to stay out, we're going to go with. Looks like Cody's pitting. Zach stays out along with Malenko. These guys might be able to stretch it to the end depending on when they pit. That's probably why they're going as far as they can. Malenko though takes the race lead from when this happens. And maybe he's also pitting. Malenko is. Zach decides to stay out. It looks like everybody else is pitting here. It's like literally the rest of the field, and Markel already pit, but you know, he lapped out. Zach, we'll see where he comes out in comparison to everybody else that already pit. Dustin already came around right there. Same with Brandon. Will Zach have a good pit stop compared to a lot of these guys that came in around him? Very quiet here. Is Zach coming off? Adam there. Here comes Zach off the pit road. Will anybody else get out? That's Markel. But he, you know, was a lap down. So I think Zach, oh, there's Dustin. Dustin comes back out as the leader. They're going to be lapping Markel here soon. Brandon looks like he's going to get around, and same with Malenko. Malenko looks to have a good strategy here. Going to go around the outside of Zach. Malenko's got the warmer tires. This puts Malenko up into third. As Dustin gets around Markel, Dustin is the best in those pit stops. He keeps the lead. Malenko and Brandon are going to probably be the ones to try to chase him down. Dustin looking for win number 2 on the season. Brandon looking for the first. Malenko looking for the first. Zach looking for the first. Cody looking for the second in that top 5 right now. As Brandon's gonna go around Markel now. They are very spread out. Brandon trying to close that gap. We may or may not have one more pit stop. I'm not 100% sure. If anybody can stretch it, they might make it to the end. Well, watch around that lap 140, 145 mark if the people will start pitting or not. And they will probably only take gas. If they do have to pit. Brandon shows no damage now, though, on that red side like he had earlier on. 1.9 last time, 1.3 last time. 1.2, caught about 10 or a tenth there. Will Brandon be able to get there? So we're gonna go on board for a lap next time by. Malenko 2.8 back. I'm gonna go on board with Brandon for a lap here. 1.1 second back basically now for Brandon. Caught about 2/10 there. Gained another 2/10 on Dustin. Malenko gained about a tenth. $30 to go. This is the fuel window, I said. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to make it. Everybody that was fighting for the lead early on are in the top 10. Malenko 3rd, Adam 6th, and Troy is 10th at the moment. Brandon, though, is here. Malenko, though, lost a shit ton of time. Nobody else out of the race. Malenko just seeming like he's not having good laps right now. Brandon, though, he's there on Dustin. 0.25 now. The only thing is, will he be able to get around him? Is he gonna make Dustin push harder, or was Dustin saving gas? Maybe that's why he caught him so fast. Brandon right on the back bumper of Dustin. Looks like he's gonna try to make a move here in the 3 and 4. Doesn't get there though. $25 laps to go here this time by. Will Brandon make the move this time in the 3 and 4? Doesn't look like he had the run, or he does try it. Does dive down to the inside of Dustin here. It looks like he will get the run on him, maybe. Will he be able to make it stick down into the front stretch here? Dustin had to run off on the high side, but Brandon's still there. Malenko catching now, 2.1 back. Brandon still side by side with Dustin. Ford v Chevy here. American Power. Going at it at its finest. Still side by side. Malenko, where is he going to be? 1.8. He gained about 2/10 there. Brandon, though, looks like he's finally going to get around him. Or not. Dustin still had the outside there. I think Brandon cleared him finally. Brandon, officially a new race leader since he has the inside lane. Malenko 1.6. Trying to track him down. Cody right there with him too. Brandon, though, takes the race lead. Malenko getting another 10th there. Dustin still trying to keep with Brandon. Next time we'll go on board with Malenko for a lap. And here we go on board with Malenko. See. He gained another 10th. He didn't gain a 10th, but he still gained a bit of time there. As for Dustin, he's still there on Brandon. Gained not even that much that time. Dustin's still there though. Like I said, I think around 140, 145 we may have a little bit of pit stops. Unless they can stay out a lot longer than expected. Some may not try to stretch it to the end, but who knows. Malenko gained about 2/10 that time. He's definitely not saving gas. Fourth, Cody right now. Fifth is Adam. Sixth, Elijah. Seventh, Troy. Eighth, Landen. Ninth, Zach. 10th, Nathan. Sorry. 11th, Jacob. 12th, Emerson. 13th, Tristen. 14th, Larry. 15th, Ben. 16th, Luis. 17th, Kyle. 18th, Randy. 19th, David. 20th, Devin. 21st, John. 22nd, Dan. Markel 24th. Then we got 23rd. Wait. 23rd. Josh is out of the race with an ignition. Damn. That's gonna hurt him in the points. Brandon, though, still your race leader at the moment. Where's Malenko gonna be? It's within 1 second now. Making a late charge in this race. Dustin's still on the back bumper of Brandon, sorry, as Malenko continues to catch up. 9/10 now. Eight tenths back for Malenko. Dustin seems to be falling off a bit. Not really been able to stick with Brandon here. No one pits yet. As we have 11 to go. Brandon pits. Brandon, first one to pit. Dustin, Malenko stay out. As we have 10 to go here. Will Dustin or Malenko pit this time? Looks like Dustin will. Malenko stays out. We're going to follow Malenko now. Cody stays out. Adam, Elijah, Troy, Zach, Nathan, Emerson. It looks like a lot of them stay out still. Malenko stays out one more. Coming to 8 to go. There's Dustin. Will he pit this time? That looks like yes. And it looks like Brandon did come out in front of. But Adam, though, takes the race lead. Looks like Adam pits. Alright, let's find where Malenko comes out side by side with Brandon. I I really don't know who the race leader is right now. It might be Malenko. Where's Dustin? Luis is the race leader, apparently. I'll wait for it to cycle this time. Did Adam and Elijah come out in front of... How? It's between Adam and Elijah, I think. Adam is now the race leader. It's between him and Elijah. I don't know where Brandon and Malenko fell to third and fourth. Dustin to fifth. And it looks like Adam might get his second win on the year. And I definitely don't think the 12 and 44 are catching up. It's between these two right here. As Adam, it looks like he's pulling away. Out of weird ass pit strategy, we're gonna have another two-time winner. Unless well, actually, yeah, it will be another two-time winner because Elijah has a win too. Still think Brandon's taking the points lead. Looking at where none of the leaders other than him are on top. I mean, Josh out of the race. Randy 21st. And Tristen 12th. I think Tristen might be the points leader. Maybe Brandon, I'm not sure. Malenko, yeah, he's catching, but it's going to be one to go this time by. As they're coming off at two here. Coming off of four, it's going to be one to go here. Will Elijah be able to get anywhere near Adam? Which I think he lost time that lap. I know he didn't. He gained a little bit. Adam coming off the final corner here, and he's going to take his first or second win of the year. Well, actually, now I think about it, he's only 100 and something points back. He might have gained a lot there. Brandon might have gotten the points lead. We'll see what happens. As for that, we'll hit done. Let everybody cross the line and stuff. There's your finishing order. Adam first, Elijah second, Malenko third, Brandon fourth, Dustin fifth, Jacob sixth, Cody seventh, Troy eighth, Zach ninth, Emerson 10th, Landen 11th, 12th, Tristen 13th, Elijah. 13th, Nathan. Elijah was second, my bad. 14th, David. 15th, Luis. 16th, Ben. 17th, Cal. 18th, John. 19th, Devin. 20th, Larry. 21st, Randy. 22nd, Dan. Markel last running 3 laps down. 23rd, Josh and Dylan both had mechanical issues. And as for the points, Brandon is your new points leader. Like I said, 15 over Tristen. Randy back 37. Adam with that win back within 58. And Josh, we gotta see where he fell to. And we'll see you next time at Pocono for another Wreckfest.